oldest F40 on Metra's roster and still somehow manages to outlive the F40-2s. Came back looking like this after disappearing for a few months. It was put in a deadline, then it came out of nowhere 2 years later. I spy with my little eye, a little eye that is white. Insert a certain Chicagoland rail fanner here. Insert foamer that can accept the 105 will be moved to the Union Pacific lines. Came out of rebuild and was retired shortly after. A very forgetful F40. I can't remember if this one was retired or not. One locomotive here is in a deadline. I'll let you guess which one it is. Instead of 100, it's 110. It spent about 4 years in the deadline and somehow managed to get rebuilt. A blue locomotive that works on a bean sniffing line. No opinion on this locomotive, haven't seen it. Exists and somehow advertises medicine. It's currently balls deep in a deadline in Antioch. It's mid. It's shit. It got retired and it definitely won't live. The locomotive after this is interesting, I swear. Hey look, it's 120. You guys might all know this locomotive as the... This unit looks standard. I hope there's not any more units that had this wrap. Wrong line, bro, chacho. Someone's gonna be really happy when they find out the locomotive that comes after this. I know someone that likes this locomotive way too much. This Metra locomotive has seen a lot of things. Mid. Typical. Another F40. God damn it, another one. A continuation of mid. Still mid. Got rebuilt. Was sent to the Rock Island. Made foamers cry when it got moved back. And it has a broken number board. One of the oldest rebuilds with this scheme was rebuilt. That's pretty much it. Stuck in a sea of rebuilds. Got rebuilt, ran that holiday train, and disappeared. Just another F40. God damn it, there was 3 of them. Why? Somehow managed to eat shit on Metra's straightest line. Metra 104's distant cousin. Another not interesting F40. I'm beginning to see a trend here. City of McHenry. Is McHenry even an actual city? I thought it was a town. Another very forgetful F40. Whoa guys, look. It's an F40. Cool F40 and all, but I'm more interested in the Pullman behind it. Look, the F40 that marks the midway point of the video. Before we get on to the next F40, a word from our sponsor.
Fuck you, farmers! If you're dumb enough to buy a new locomotive this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come to Larry's Truck and Electric. Bad deals! Prime movers that break down. Foam tarts! If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Latex, you can kiss my ass! It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker, you'll fall for this bullshit. Guaranteed! If you find a better bargain than Larry's, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard us, right? Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your trade, bring your title, bring your F unit. We'll scrap it! That's right! We'll scrap your F unit! Because at Larry's Truck and Electric, you're fucked 6 ways from Altoona. Take a hike to LTEX, home of challenge turbo failure. How does it work? If your turbo can eject fire 6 feet into the air straight and not get fines from the EPA, you'll get no down payment. But don't wait, don't delay, don't fuck with us, or we'll cut your Pacific up. Only at Latex, the only dealer that tells you to fuck off. Hurry up, asshole! This deal ends the instant you see a foamer, and you better not give a horn show or you're a dead motherfucker. Go to hell! Larry's Truck and Electric, home to some of the meanest motherfuckers that have ever cooperated with those pigtail motherfuckers. Guaranteed!
Your fleet is something alright when there's more than 45 locomotives. Colorful ass looking consoles, god damn. Puny Operation Lifesaver sticker versus awesome looking Operation Lifesaver sticker. Gasp! A Union Pacific line F40. As one foamer would say, they deported it from the Union Pacific lines onto the Milwaukee District lines. The humanity! A rebuild. One that caught fire in the past. Wait, what's that? Village of Morton Grove? That definitely won't come back in the future. The locomotive that marks the remaining F40-2s. Caught this one about 3 years ago. Currently deep in Antioch in fucking storage. You know what they say, when you go somewhere you can't go alone. So 152 took its siblings with it. Got its ass shipped all the way down to Colorado. The most common Dash 2 that I've noticed. I've been privileged enough to catch this locomotive once. Surprisingly, this one's still in service. As the song goes, another one bites the dust. I'm starting to question why they chose active Dash 2s and not the ones in Antioch to take to Colorado. Speaking of Antioch, last Dash 2 that's currently in Colorado. Another rare instance where a Dash 2 is still active. I'm starting to question why these were just never rebuilt. Insert railfan here. Just another Dash 2. Nothing more. Ran the Operation North Pole train at one point, and then was retired. Hey look, it's Metra 167. Whoa, feels like I just said something I was not supposed to say. Anyways, here's a locomotive. It's also stored in Antioch. God damn it, they stored the funny number F40 at Antioch. I only cared about that one. Another retiree in the Antioch Yard E. I'm just now starting to realize how many Dash 2s are really left. Does that make me care? No. It's apparently at Antioch, but there's no footage of it. Now for the Dash 2s that escaped retirement. I question why the blue was so bright on this one. God damn it, there's 4 of them. Just another lightning bolt. Caught fire at one point and somehow lived. Equally as boring as the last few locomotives. 'Tis but an F40. A bean sniff Metra F40 in the lightning bolt scheme. I bet the Rock Island foam tards don't realize this is a former Rock Island F40. Village of Schaumburg, yet goes anywhere but Schaumburg. I'm pretty sure this is another former Rock Island District unit. Nothing notable about this unit. There's 2 Rock Island foamers that got really furious when this one got moved to the Union Pacific lines. It was acquired from Amtrak, and then caught fire on Metra. Another former Amtrak F40, currently rotting away at Antioch Yard. A former VRE and Amtrak F40 that's somehow still in service. And that concludes the video. Thank you guys for watching, and please thank Chesscat for putting me up to this. See you chuckleheads next time. Stay tuned for more content.